Alright, now I want to give you some insights about how the algorithm work on X so that you will have a better understanding of the overall X platform. I already told you in the previous video that the algorithm rewards first the content that has high engagement velocity, meaning that tweets that get lots of interaction fast in the first hour will be pushed to a wider audience. But now let's have a look at the different kinds of engagement, because not all the interactions are equal in the eyes of the algorithm. Here is the hierarchy from the least to the most valuable. At the bottom we have likes. Likes are the most common interaction, but they carry surprisingly moderate weight. They are still better than nothing, but far from enough on their own. After that you have repost and profile clicks. Both are stronger signals. A repost means someone found your content valuable enough to share it with their own audience, and a profile click means they got curious about who you are and decided to have a look at your profile page. The algorithm reads those two signals as genuine interest. Then come the bookmarks. This one surprises a lot of people, but when someone bookmarks your tweet, they're telling the algorithm, I want to come back to this later. That signals valuable content as well, and bookmarks are heavily weighted by the algorithm. And at the very top, there are replies. When someone takes the time to write a reply to your tweet, the algorithm sees that as the strongest indicator of quality. Your content sparked a conversation, and that's exactly what X wants to reward. That's why in the next part we are gonna focus on making people reply to your tweets, because that's how they go viral. Now, there is also something called the auto reputation. On X, the algorithm doesn't just score your tweets, it also scores your account. This is an internal reputation system, and it affects how every single one of your tweets gets distributed. It's like a credit score, but for your account. And this credit score takes into account several things. First, the quality of your followers. And I really want to insist on this, it's not about how many followers you have, it's about who they are. A follower who has a strong reputation and regularly engages with your content is worth far more than hundreds of ghost accounts. That's why you never ever want to buy a follower. If you follow someone, it must be genuine and based on real interest, not just to collect followers. Because if you do that, it will harm your account in the long term. Another signal the algorithm looks at is the engagement history. And this means are people consistently interacting with your tweets over time. That consistency signals that you're a reliable source of quality content and that your content must be pushed to more people. There is also something called follow to follower ratio. If you're following 5,000 people but only 200 follow you back, that's a red flag for the algorithm. And finally, the negative side, and this is really important, if people are muting you, blocking you, or reporting your tweets, that directly damages your reputation score. So always think about whether your content is actually bringing value to the people who see it. But the good news is that reputation compounds over time. So the more consistent you are and the more value your content brings, the more the algorithm trusts you and the more reach each of your future tweets will get.